Alrighty, so quick daily recap of what happened on GUEU. So our H4 structure was bullish, internal was bullish, and swing is bearish. I was potentially waiting for price to come to this level, which it did, and then I was looking to take price higher till the H4 fractal supply, and then potentially wait to see if price is going to respond to it. Or it's going to give us a choke, and then look for price to continue bearish and break that internal low if we got we respected that supply. But for now, that was the idea, to push price higher, right? In the M15 we were bearish. M15 was bearish, internal was bullish. We had the IBOS there after we got that choke, right? And price just pushed higher. Once it pushed higher, we had that internal low again, and then the break to the upside. So at this moment in time, I had this this demand right there. All right, price just pulled back, and it gave us an LC1. It gave us an LC1 just there. Okay, my entry was when we mitigated that level, so right there, and yeah, stop loss there, and I got tagged in just on the next candle. Price unfortunately just went to downside and broke my level, but my target was a bit like 1 to 3. So before the supply that I was looking for price to potentially come to. But unfortunately, what happened is that price went to an unmitigated demand, just a bit lower, right? And yeah, that was my IBOS, but so yeah, that was my IBOS, but price then just mitigated that demand, right? Gave us a choke right there, and then pushed to the upside. Give us a reaction from that level, and then push to the upside. We had CPI, so yeah, price just pushed and broke the M15. So now we have a boss right there, an M15 boss. Okay, hold on, let me just fix that. So now we have an M15 boss. That's on top. That's our strong swing low. All right, and yeah, what happened just now is that price retraced, kept on creating these internal lows, right? This M15 is internal lows, so that's my internal, right? That was my internal too. Oh, let me fix that. That's an internal as well, right? And for now, that's still our internal high, all right? And that's our internal low. Price came to this unmitigated demand and reacted as such. So we could see price continuing from here, but before that, we need an IBOS, a minimum an IBOS, to see price continuing bullish. So that's my internal low. I mean, that's my swing low. That's my swing high right here. And yeah, so unfortunately, we didn't get price just didn't give us another entry before the CPI, and I didn't really want to trade CPI because at any point price just could break every level, and then all the work that you did, all the discipline that you did could just go just with one news, or one mistake. So I didn't want to. Also, so we have an unmitigated still demand right there. I think that's the extreme, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's the extreme. Just be careful with that. I'll just be careful with that, right? And yeah, so let's see what price will do. Waiting for an IBOS minimum to then confirm that price is going to push potentially higher. But if it doesn't, because also the daily just didn't close. The daily didn't close strong. So let me just put a chalk here. So that's our chalk, our daily chalk. H4 chalk, sorry. That's our H4 chalk. So so yeah, we could see potentially price just pushing to the upside now, but I don't like this close. Look at the daily. It was a weak close for me, but still, I mean, if M15 is telling me that price is gonna continue to the upside, then I'm gonna follow that. Also, it's worth to notice that once we closed above, we immediately reclaimed that low, I mean that high, and we left a big wick to the upside, right? So I just keep that in mind, although we closed above there as well. But yeah, it's just worth it to keep in mind that we couldn't pass or close through this level on the H4. But yeah, if price give us any sort of IBOS and then potentially continuation, we can just play the continuation and break that swing high, right? So yeah, so that's everything for GU. Let's go to EU now. Same scenario. I wanted to see if price is gonna push to the upside, potentially respect this level, but it didn't. So what happened is that we're still in this fractal range right there. That's a fractal low, that's a fractal high, right? We've been consolidating for a bit now. Price just again swept lows and pushed to the upside. We could see a potential continuation, right, to the upside after we had that close. But again, the daily is not really strong. Look at that weak candle. This is not a strong candle for me, so I would not be surprised if I see price just continuing to downside, right? But for that, I'll just need to follow M15 and then see how it's going. So M15 is bullish, right? Internal switched bullish as well, so everything is in line for price to continue to the upside. All right. What happened today is price just gave us that IBOS. I mean, sorry, that fractal boss just right there. Kept on creating structure, mitigated that low, and gave us an LC to A from there, and then pushed to the upside. I didn't take that trade because I had a loss, to be fair, and I didn't want to be stuck in a trade while CPI is in like an hour or so. So I just skipped that trade. Price just pushed to the upside, respected that low, and then continued, right? We got that internal boss right there. So that's our M15 IBOS. So now we have a new internal low, which is this one, same one. We started to create some internal structures. So that's, I mean, sorry, a fractal structure. So that's my fractal low, right? We have a fractal there as well. So yeah, I mean, if I want to see price continuing to the upside, then I want to see something along the line of a clear, something along the line of a clear sweep of liquidity into shift to the upside, leaving us one unmitigated demand and trading from that. That'll be ideal. If not, then I'll just react to what the market is doing. I'm not gonna force anything, right? I just wait and stay patient, see what price will do. And yeah, that's everything that I'm waiting for on EU. Do we have any unmitigated demand? Well, the only one that I'm looking at would be this one, or that's in that inside bar right there. I think that's the only ones I'm looking at. Let me just put that one as we swept liquidity there, 100 lows. LQ there, and then we had that choke right there, came back, pulled back to the demand, but we didn't have any entry, and then it just pushed higher, right? Yeah, that's everything that I'm looking for on EU. Let's see the 4 hour what happened. So yeah, same thing. We have a lot of highs that we want to target, right? All these low resistances are target for me at least. So now that we just swept that high, we still have these highs to sweep. So I would not be surprised if I see price just pushing to the upside. And yeah, so that's my analysis. That's everything that I'm looking for on EU and GU, right? I wouldn't be surprised if price just push to the upside, as we don't have any, I don't see any supply that could hold, right, from the daily perspective, and could hold for price to push to the upside, to the downside, right? And also we have a lot of low resistances there that we can target. Yeah, also we had the truck and we claimed it to the upside, leaving us with one strong demand right there. and price just respected that demand and gave us medium time frame confirmation that price want to go to the upside, right? So I'm just gonna follow that trend, and I'm gonna look for price to push it higher and break that potential swing low. So this one is weak, right? I mean, sorry, yeah, weak, and the low is strong because we're bullish. So yeah, waiting for price to give us the entries, and we'll see if we get an entry tomorrow.